Dropper, take one, action.
Alright, I'm here to discuss the retractable dropper made by Superior Paper Handling Solutions. This one was designed to fit on our 20-inch feeder. Safety cover with a safety switch here that'll take the feeder into an air mode. So you cannot operate this thing with this cover open. But with it open, there are a few parts I want to walk over. You have your side guides for product control. You have a back guide. You also have a knockdown wedge. We do ship this with two various wedges, one for a larger product, one for a shorter product. All the adjustments are done by thumb screws on the sides. This actually can change the positioning where the rail is on the side guides. This one will actually change the position of where the backdrop is. If you can see down in this indicator down here, you see all the way down the red light? There's a red light here, or sensor light, that actually monitors the fingers of the retractable dropper as they come out. Once the light sees those fingers, that's where it's going to stop. I'll give a demonstration. If I were to change this positioning and open it up, the fingers will come all the way out past this unit. If I were to move it tighter, they'll stop short. In the dropper setup screen we have some time values and some conditional states that we can change. I'll talk about the first one, which is our dropper extend delay. This function in here basically controls that when the dropper retracts and drops the package, I can actually delay it before it actually extends back forward. The automatic cycle is that once we receive a trigger, the dropper comes back and forward. But in here I can control that when it moves back, I can control a delay before it actually extends forward. Once the dropper extends forward, then it triggers the feeder to set up the next batch. So this is useful in the case where you might have a very high lift of product that you've batched and you want time for that lift to fall down and not have the fingers come back into the lift. The next setting in this screen is our feeder delay time. I will note that both in the extended delay and the feeder delay, you have a range of 0.01 to 0.99, so up to 1 second roughly. In the feeder delay time, I'm actually controlling that once the feeder performs its function, meaning it retracts and extends, there will be a time delay between when it fully extends and the feeder actually starts to feed. Some of that is to give you control over not stabbing your product. So if you got really long product and those fingers are coming out but you're feeding at the same time, your product could actually get in front of those fingers. So you have a delay period where you can hold the feeder and get that finger a little bit ahead before that product starts to feed down onto those fingers. Alright, to give examples of those three conditional states, dropper on, dropper off. If you notice in the dropper off condition, the fingers actually pull back and they're out of the way. So here I can jog, I can move the feeder, I can cycle as it shoots product down. It allows you to test the feeder, do things with the feeders without the fingers being in the way. If I want to actually run the dropper feeder combo setup together, I need to move the dropper back on. The last function to make it automatic is I need to move the dropper into automatic mode. From this case, if I hit cycle, it's going to preset, then fire. If I wanted to move the fingers while I'm in a mode, I can leave the dropper in on mode, take it from auto into manual mode, and at that function, I now have finger control, one stage at a time. So I can retract, I can extend, so I can check certain functions. Last but not least, the extended fingers on our dropper are set up with an automatic safety. So if something were to be in the way of the fingers, hopefully not somebody's arm or something, but if product were to drop and fall in the way and get in the way of the finger, the stepper will buzz like it's doing. It'll wait a period of time and then pull back in. It is now in a safety mode. You'll notice here, as I press cycle, I can't get it to cycle. So no triggers will take it. I actually need to move the cycle out, bring it back into auto mode, and we're good to go. So if I were to show you a complete cycle with product in it, it's going to pull back. Now I need to cycle, bring it back in 3 stages.